Peace.
Peace and blessings, everyone. Hope you're having a great day wherever you may be. This is the Goddess Key, and I'm Lasagna, and I am back for your weekly Inner Code message. So I decided to do a little bit something different this week. It may change from week to week till I get my groove. You know, I'm trying to get on on these YouTube streets, offer you some good insights. Make sure you go to my website. It will be linked in the bio, in my description below or in the bio, where you can find out more information about me and the services that I offer. I do have a one-on-one mentor coaching program or mentorship. Also offer insights readings, and you can also see a few of the reviews as I'm growing my platform and channel and my spiritual business. If you're new here, I'm from Atlanta, born and raised outside of Atlanta in Decatur. I've lived in New York, Arizona. I've been in a variety of places, worked in corporate America for over 30, going on 35, over 35 years in the finance and accounting areas. So I have a lot of information and insight dealing with corporate America, dealing with one-on-one personal relationships. We all go through that, and I'm no different. And, you know, at my age, I think I've obtained a lot of wisdom. Sometimes age does not always equal wisdom, but when you apply the lessons and the challenges that you have learned and overcome, you can offer wisdom to those that are behind you. But also our youth and younger generation also have great insight to offer us that are older, myself, like I'm Gen X. So never be too close not to hear those that are behind you, because again, they're behind you and they're protecting your back, and we are older and we're in front, and we're trying to offer insights as we continue, all of us continue on our path to purpose. All right. So that's just a little bit about me. So make sure that you are subscribed. So when I do post the video, you'll be the first to know when it's up, and you can take a look and make sure you leave a comment as well. So I like to know what your thoughts. So, but I'm going to open up this week before we get into the weekly Inner Codes message is from this book that I have had for quite some time. I want to say I've got this book back in 2015. So it's been over 10 years that I always go to this book when I'm going through things or I need some time for isolation, just to reflect and make sure that I am being the best that I can be. We all have our overcomes. We all are challenging things that we need to overcome to make ourselves better. And I'm always learning and always trying to give. So a good student is also a teacher, and a teacher is also a student. And that's the first thing that I learned when I was studying comedic science. So this book is called Unlocking the Queen Code. Unlocking the Queen Code. And I want to read something, and it kind of fits into the card for this week as well. So this is page 141, and it's called, it's in Gateway 3, The Power of Diligence, and it's Divine Key 11, and it reads, Queen, it is time to simplify your life. You cannot continue being overwhelmed and exhausted, juggling so many responsibilities and worrying about how to get it all done. You will continue to be stressed out if you are overextending yourself out of insecurity and obligation. You cannot live for other people. As long as you are a battery powering someone else's program instead of your own, you will always be depleted. Little by little, Begin to let go of all the unnecessary obligations. Your energy will be restored and you will have all the space and time you need to reconstruct your life. So her reflection is simplify your life, let go of unnecessary obligations. It is time to make space for you. All right. So that was from Unlocking the Queen Code. Um, and it was page 141, Divine Key 11, and the Gateway 3, The Power of Diligence. If you're interested in this book, please make sure you go to my bio to my Amazon storefront, and you'll be able to pick up a copy of this book. It is a great book. I think it has close to 4.8 stars, if I'm not mistaken, or even 5 stars. So pick that up. Great book. And that was Simplify Your Life. Don't keep overextending your energy, because you have to put that to yourself and only give attention and energy to those things that are truly yours to deal with. And that falls into the Drive Reset card number 48 is what I pull this week. And the Drive Reset, again, is about motivation, rerouting, soul alignment effort. So a moment to pause and ask, why am I moving? Has arrived. So this is where you're stopping to ask, why am I doing this? Why am I putting this energy into all of these different things? There's a difference between moving with purpose and moving out of fear. And your body knows which one is happening, even when your mind won't admit it. Sometimes we continue pushing simply because we are afraid to stop. The Drive Reset invites you to redirect your energy from force to flow. Not because you have failed, but because the true drive is rooted in the soul, not survival. Reroute, redirect your flame. When you reroute, a direct flame burns cleaner and longer than one left consumed itself. So your subconscious block could be, if I stop pushing, I'll lose my identity. My worth is my output. And your reflection prompt, what is fueling my actions right now? Truth or fear? What would aligned effort look like for me today? And your affirmation, I honor my pace. I move in partnership with divine timing. So many of us, I think, because we live in a patriarchy society, that we have to constantly be putting output of effort to these corporations, to society, to make us seem like we are whole and fulfilled. And I am no exception, because this one really hits home for me, because I feel like I have, in the past, I had to be doing something, or I was just letting things fly by. Like I had to have my day filled, or I would be sitting like, what is it I need to do? Do I need to clean up? Could I be doing some kind of project? Could I be reading? Could I, it was always something, even though it may not have been where I was making resources or income, but just not allowing time to be wasted. And they say, don't allow time, waste your time, don't waste your time, don't waste your time. But your flow is also divine timing. Your flow is also divine timing. And I have really been practicing just letting go, allowing divine timing. I'll give you just a little bit of an example. Just happened recently. Okay, so I'm into skincare. I'm heavy into skincare. I think I made a deal with the universe. Like, I can eliminate a lot of things, but my skincare routine is one of them that, I really take pride in trying to make sure I keep my skin healthy. So I was going to purchase tretinoin, and I seen a content creator on TikTok, and they had an app, right? So I went and looked at it. I had started filling it out, but it was a little bit pricey. So I'm saying, I'm gonna put this to the side. I'll revisit it in a few weeks because the income is not supporting for me to make that kind of purchase. Okay. So then a few days later, last night, I was strolling on TikTok again, and someone asked where was everyone getting their Trinoin from, because she had tried Amazon and she was not getting approved. So I said, let me go out and look and see if I could get a subscription for the same thing from Amazon. Sure enough, it was at least 75% less than what I would have paid for the one on the other site. So just allowing and taking a moment to stop and going with the flow of divine timing, things will work out better than you trying to force the flow and just allowing it to flow. The universe wants to support you in every way to make sure that you're going to have everything that you need, everything that you desire, everything that is due to you. But sometimes we like to force it out of control and out of fear. And even I'm in that situation with income and resources. And sometimes it can get to you. But in those moments, you have to take a moment and stop, go and meditate, go and sit in quiet, and try to put on positive things that's going to help you through that time. So your soul will reroute and realign where it needs to be. So let me bring the card back up. So this is a moment to pause and ask, why am I moving? This time has arrived. So there's a difference between moving with purpose and moving out of fear. Don't move out of fear. Take a moment to pause and ask, why am I doing this? Is it in the best of my purpose? Is it in the best of an alignment what the Creator has for me? All right, so that is your card for this week, the Drive Reset. Make sure you go to the below. The cards are linked in the bio here. I just set up my shop here on YouTube, so you can order the cards here. You can also order my coloring book, and if you're interested in seeing some reviews, they are on my TikTok shop. And just you can see more information and details also by visiting my website. So we're going to get into the frequency that goes with the Drive Reset in a moment, but let's do a little bit of housekeeping. So we have the mini course on healing grief with your chakra. This is a free mini course. You can go to the link in my bio, go to my website, and you can take a look at the mini course with healing your grief with your chakras. So, of course, like I said last week, this course was developed from when my father passed away in 2024, March of 2024. Initially, I had did this for Insight Timer, but I've been learning how to use Claude with the coding and all of that stuff. So I was able to take that information and put it into this beautiful mini course here online. And let me just show you a little bit of what that looks like when you visit the site. So this is the website, And of course, you have, my name, Overcoming Grief with the Chakras. It's a 7-day free mini course. You can start at the bottom with the root chakra, and it just goes over information about the root chakra, how to heal, what's going on, your signs of imbalance, signs of opening, the correspondence, and your practice meditations and yoga, your grounding exercises and breath work, and also some meditation music at the bottom. Last week I had the wrong slide up, so it wasn't showing the meditation songs, but if you click and go through, you put in your email and you'll be able to see the rest of the courses. All right, so we are back to the course. Again, go to my link in my bio and you will be able to find the mini course. As a matter of fact, let me just find that on my website so you'll be able to see that when you visit the website. So let me just put that in now for you. So if you go to my website, here is the website, and you scroll down. It's a lot of information about the cards again, about you can get a reading. I also have an app, which I will show in a moment. But here in this section is your free 7-day mini course. And you can find it there. All right. So we're going to get into the drive reset. So I hope you enjoy this portion of the transmission. So this song is the drive reset that goes with card number 48. All right, so that was the drive reset. I hope you enjoyed that portion of the frequency and the transmission. So if you want to check out that, make sure you go to my YouTube channel, or it is streaming on all social media platforms and on Spotify, Apple, all of the major streaming services that you can take advantage of. So it is also on my YouTube channel here. I released another one, Black Cosmic Mother, which I'll be getting into later on down in the series of things that I will be coming up with. I'll talk about that a little bit later in this transmission. But it is on Shufflemancy, the Inner Codes. This is where you have the 80 card songs that matches each card, and you can use the music as divination as well. So I hope that you enjoyed that drive reset. And let's also take a look at my Substack. So you can also visit my Substack at the Goddess Key. This is what it will look like. I have many articles that you can take advantage of. And I also did the revolution of the mind, Uranus entering Gemini, and I'm a Gemini stellium. So I'll be talking about how Uranus is going to be affecting my placement in my Gemini house on my natal chart. And that will be coming up on Wednesday. So make sure that you are subscribed so you can take advantage and see what I have to say and how it has been since Gemini, since Uranus has entered Gemini. It has been an eye-opener, I will say. All right. So again, the drive reset is all about, taking a moment to stop and pause to really ask, are you doing this with flow and with purpose, or is it out of push and fear? And as I mentioned, that I will be talking about the Black Cosmic Mother. Now, I did post a video maybe last year about the Pleiadians being Black. And this is not a racial thing. It's more so of putting the correct order to nature. And we know that the correct order in nature is that the melanated woman was first. And if they say what is true, that we are, our image is made out of the Creator, out of God. And if the first person was a woman, then that would mean, in my perspective, that would mean God is a female. And also, things has to be melanated to absorb the UV rays and all of those things that we know. So as I start to ponder, because I spent with Saturn going through my first house, I'm a Pisces rising. With Saturn going through my first house, I had a lot of time. It was like a lot of people was removed from my life. I spent a lot of time in isolation. And these are some of the things that, I received in downloads. Now, this is what I receive. Most of the things that I do receive eventually come to pass. I am the type that is very ahead of what people see and know. And then several years later, I'll be like, I said that. So the Pleiadians, I believe, are melanated. They are not of what has been pushed to our consciousness by a certain sector of people. So I will be getting into the Pleiadians that they're Black and they're women. And this is from my perspective, and I'll be diving more deeper into this. And that series will be starting hopefully this Friday, if I can get all of my scheduled things together, but it will be on Fridays. So make sure that you are subscribed so you can take advantage of when the video is dropped. You can take a listen and take a watch in. All right. So yeah, that's what's coming up. So Mondays we have the Inner Codes weekly message. Wednesday, I will drop a video talking. Something maybe come up. This week is going to be about Uranus in my 4th house of Gemini and how that has been. I cannot say I will post a video every week with Uranus in Gemini because sometimes nothing major happens. So it will be something to offer to you, to the collective, whatever the spirit leads me to offer. Again, make sure that you are check out my Substack. Make sure you visit for my mini course on using your chakras to overcome grief. On Friday, we should have the Pleiadians are Black, the Black Cosmic Mother. And you can also check out the music on my YouTube channel and all streaming services. Make sure you go to the link in my bio to check out all of my goods and services. The cards are also listed below as well. And let me just bring up that for you so you can take a look at the Inner Codes Arcana cards that I'm using. And again, they're based off of Tarot, 80 cards with songs and frequency that helps target the subconscious and the things that may be in our vision that we don't see. There is a lighter portion and there's a darker portion. And oftentimes we get a little bit afraid of the dark and we don't want to go into those places to clean those things out. But until we do, it's just going to accumulate and accumulate and accumulate. And then it becomes more of an issue for us to handle and to deal with. So overcome the fear. I take it like, your grandma's house and they have that basement or where the washer and the dryer would be, and you're afraid to go down there because something is creepy or leaking or, lurking. You feel like something is in the dark watching you and things like that. But the more that you get comfortable with the unknowns and don't fear it and take ownership of your energy, the better you're able to deal with the things in the shadows, because we really don't have anything to fear. It's us in our deepest subconscious and deep dark shadow work that we have to overcome. And that is the whole thing behind the Inner Codes Arcana cards. All right, so make sure you take a look on my website. So I hope this message finds you well, and until next time,
peace.